Welcome to Diablo 4 Belial's return on this very special Fry play unlocked through a community challenge. As the community earned and donated beard hairs, these things, they were able to get me to stream on a Friday, which is quite nice because I had to skip on Wednesday. But yeah, here we are. So we've got people who are not yet Sammy, and that's a shame. But I am Sammy. You are Sammy. That is Sammy. Everybody's Sammy. This is Fry Play. We are here. I'm excited. We've got some stuff that I need to get rid of, apparently, because I was goofing around and I forgot that I have to throw things away. Fry Sammy. Oh, that makes me hungry. I'll be all sorts of hungry all day. It'll be fine. Let me just put some stuff away. And frankly, as with yesterday, I really want that piece of equipment that I need. I mean, this is likely going to be the last stream for Diablo 4, at least for a while. And so I kind of want to be able to grab the stuff that I want. You know, I want to get the things I want for this build, even if I switch things. Yes, Gaming Mike asks, did you pick a new game? So starting next week, we are going to do Baldur's Gate 3. I've never gotten past Act 1, and I don't know much about it. I'm going to try to play it, and we'll see how far we get. But on Tuesday of next week, because he was persistent, French Fries is going to get me to play Monster Hunter Worlds. I got to remember to get it downloaded, and if we like it, we'll make one day of the week, maybe 2 days of the week, Monster Hunter Worlds, the older of the games. And then Baldur's Gate 3. We'll see. We'll see. But today, we're checking out Diablo 4 for the last time. All I really want to kind of finish with this build is the Shroud of False Death. Oh, sweet. Isn't Worlds? Because Wilds is the new one, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that I have Worlds. I would have to check later. I could be wrong. I'm going to get it downloaded and I'm going to have it installed and ready to go. Excellent. And yeah, that will also be a mostly blind playthrough. I have never really played it. I put in a couple of hours when I first got it, and then I was like, I don't know if this is for me. But I'm going to try it again. I didn't think Diablo was for me the first time I played it, and now I quite enjoy it. It happens. Come on. Get the big hits. I probably should have taken the drugs before getting into these fights, so let's go ahead and do that. And we are going to do Elixir of Precision for the critical strike damage primarily. Then we're going to hit Max Life with Retamine, Intelligence with Sage's Whisper, and Soothing Spices for adding to all of our resistances. I have updated the gems that I have in my rings, and that gets me to almost exactly 1,000 armor and then 70% resistance everywhere. And I am thinking about making a few other changes to my gems, or yeah, the gems that I have installed, specifically the armor ones, but that might mess everything up. So I'm not going to do it on the stream. If I do anything on the stream, it would be switching builds by finding the last piece of armor that I need. Alrighty. There we go. Easy peasy. At some point I'm going to have to check and see how many of these living steels I managed to pick up.
Did you truly think all of this would be that easy.
I did. I'm a fool. Okay. Come on, get those crits. There it is.
This is just the beginning.
So my computer is not made for gaming, but it particularly is not good at managing a stream and playing a game at the same time. I think if I had a capture card, it would be able to manage OBS by itself. Or if I were playing games and had a different device capturing, then I think it could manage playing the games. It's just not able to do both. That's the reason I don't stream from the PC anymore, blazing. It's one or the other, and I do neither. Also, you're the one responsible for the fact that I am still wearing sunglasses. You fell asleep without buying not sunglasses again. And so I've been honoring it. I stubbed my toe a few times last night going to bed. I imagine I could have taken them off after the stream, but you know. Oh, thank you. Definitely not me fishing for you to purchase that. Whoop. We're full. Yep, there you go. That's how it goes. Oh, good call on the hydrate. Especially with allergies. It gets me all sniffly. Oh boy. Ah, quite nice. Yeah, so I'm excited for Monday. I am sitting comfortably. I'm excited for Monday because I really want to check out the thing. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice to be sitting comfortably, have your back all straight, have liquid in your throat? It's very wonderful and nice. And I'm sure you wouldn't do anything to disrupt that. That doesn't seem like it would be in your nature. Liquid in my throat. Yeah, man. I like to get my throat all coated. Oh boy. I probably shouldn't have done this. I probably should have used my portal. It happens. It's my brain. My brain doesn't work as well as it used to. And that made sense. Yesterday, in context, it made sense. You gotta pound Duriel's butt, or he will spit in your face, and it's disgusting. And that's just something I can't abide by. I can't have anyone spitting in my face. It's just not gonna work, you know? So that's why I make sure to always pound Duriel's butt. Whoa! There you go, gaming Mike. 60 hours. I'd have to look at mine, because I imagine it's more than I would expect. Maybe close to like 40 hours, and I'd be like, I barely touched this thing.
This will do.
Blazing. I'm not gonna repeat that. Sounds good. Then maybe I will have to add it as a once or twice a week type thing. It's fun to hunt big monsters and get stuff like that. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting excited for what I'm dropping in here. They're not going to drop any of the mythics that I need. And that's what I hear. So with Monster Hunter Worlds, I gotta be open to taking in party members and strangers because I hear that it really is a better experience with multiple people in a hunt. And I've only experienced it solo. I have only ever played it alone and just getting frustrated fighting the same monster over and over again to try to create the armor that I want. Good call, Blazin. Good call. Don't allow me to influence a purchase unless you have already seen it and you're like, this is my jam. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yep. There we go. That's true. You've like joined a clan and everything, right? Like you are fully part of the Diablo 4 community at this point. Oops. Hitting the wrong buttons. Because I reject every single clan invitation that I get. Oh, good. I was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't feel like we're abandoning Blazin just by changing up games. And I might return to Diablo at some point. I'm definitely going to be playing the next season on my own time. But you know, I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah, where I'm struggling is I don't know if I want to stream the next season again, or if I want to try to beat Baldur's Gate 3 and try to go back to being a variety streamer of checking out different games. Does that make sense? Like, that was how I got started, was being a variety streamer. And for the past several months, I have only been doing Diablo. So, and that's a good call. That's a good call, Blazin. Way to bring some sensible ideas into the conversation.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Okay, this time we're gonna go after Varshan. Kill his swamp butt multiple times. And that's the thing, if I were still working towards the season, then I wouldn't feel like a chore. But at this point where I'm like, all I'm doing is the same loops over and over again, and I'm not even trying to accomplish anything. That's when I'm like, I gotta switch. I gotta try something else. And then Gaming Mike says, it's good to have a backbone game. And, that's kind of what you do. Like, I know that you're into No Man's Sky, and any update comes out, and you're one of the first ones checking it out. And that might be a way to be with Diablo. Like, the new season comes out, new updates come out that make things noticeable, then I gotta play it for a bit, check it out for a while. And then once I've checked it all out, then go somewhere else and enjoy other things. Yeah. So I think that's how we'll do. Diablo will be the backbone, but we'll really only play it when we're working towards a season. Yeeps. Okay. Beautiful. Is your food here, Blazin? You lucky jerk. I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and they just kept using donuts as a metaphor, and since then, for like the past 3 days, I have been craving donuts, and I have not done anything to get a donut. I haven't gone to a donut store. I haven't ordered any. None of that. I just keep thinking if I don't think about donuts, then I will stop craving them. And yet I continue to think about them days in. We're like 3 days into a wicked donut craving. Oh, those fried puffy breads. They are delicious. Once again, I have not been keeping track of how many of these I've picked up, but figure we can keep doing it until I can't anymore. Yay! What I really want is that Shard of False Death. That is what we are going for again. That is the primary goal. If there is any stream goal for today's Fry Play and the last day of Diablo for a bit, I want that Shroud of False Death. I want it. Okay. And now I have to go back to town.
The wilderness is my home, but this will do.
Yep. Okay. Hey, thanks, Gaming Mike, for the 6th month in a row. Gaming Mike has resubscribed with a little note of donut money. So if you want to help a brother out with some donut money, hit that subscribe button. There should be one right above my head if you're sitting on a Prime subscription. And of course, if subscribing is not your thing, just hit that follow button. That's another way you can help this channel grow. Lots of fun things to do. But I might have to get a donut this weekend to celebrate 6 months in a row. It's crazy. Okay, what was I working on? I was working on this. And I'm not going to teleport to the mouth of the dungeon. It's not smart. We're not doing that this time. We're going to go right back to the boss room and fight him here. Yoinks. There we go. Beautiful. I wanted to ask you about it, but I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be like, hey man, can I come by? So I have thought about it. And I have been doing a little bit of research. There's a few things I might want to try to do. And no worries, like... but I might remind you again at some point. I don't know if it's secret chat necessarily, because I thought he mentioned it in a stream at one point, but he might have just messaged me privately during the stream instead, so I don't fully remember. But essentially, Gaming Mike has an old streaming rig that he's willing to donate to me, and that's what he's been dragging the feet on. And so I haven't wanted to bring it up and be like, hey man, give me free crap. But it would allow me to use OBS to have alerts and notifications and be like a real channel, you know? Because that was the fun part about streaming from the PC, was having the alerts and being able to play with the OBS settings. And so I'm excited to do that again. And that's what we're going to be working towards. I'll get to play around with stuff. I might even multi-stream. Like I might figure out how to stream to YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Try to make them dollar bills, y'all. All right. I love getting those Stygian stones. They do make a world of difference. And I do appreciate it, but, you know, you're already helping a ton by being a subscriber. So, you know, pat yourself on the back. Like, beginning of the year, I thought about removing my subscriber goal because I think I was looking at like 0 out of 10 for a month. And so I was like, this is embarrassing and I shouldn't let anyone see it. And you guys have, you know, helped me get that up to 4 out of 10. And that's fantastic. So I really do appreciate it. Of course, it helps that I mostly listen to happy music while I stream, so, you know, you guys can do no wrong. I'm always in a good mood, always in a bouncy, happy mood. It's only the games that make me angry.
It's locked.
Okay. Yeah, Blazin'. I'm glad we've been able to, you know, hang out for this long. I've always been nervous that one day I'll just not see you anymore, and I'm not gonna like bug you about it. That's always your right, but at the same time, I do feel special. And I'm a 3 billionaire now. I somehow managed to get myself 1 billion gold. 2 billion came from Beacon. 1 billion came from me. So there. Now, when it comes to my uniques, the only thing that I have not found an ancestral for is the Pain Gorger's gauntlets. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna bug people. That's just not my style. My style is to try to vanish in the background. Okay, what am I sitting on now? We've got 12 of these guys, Shards of Agony, and then enough for 2 more. All right, well, I really want that Shroud of False Death. That's the goal. That is the stated goal. It's up to RNGesus as to when or if I ever get this thing. But we're going to do our best to get it right now. And then I might spend the rest of my boss keys to, you know, just get the rest of the resources and then fight the other dudes in Torment 3 where their phases don't kill me. I have no shame. I will fight a weaker version of my enemy. And no one can make me feel bad about it. If it nets me my rewards. Besides, I'm pretty sure the mythic uniques only come in ancestral flavors. I don't think I could get a mythic unique that didn't have at least one greater affix. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are all ancestral. I almost forgot that I can't kill him in the first phase. I was like, let's throw everything at him, and then I realized, oh wait, but I can't do anything else. Gotta just let him go. Alright, got 1, got, nope, 2, Got 3. Let's figure out where his butt is pointing so we can pound his butt. It's the normal way to fight him. I don't know why everybody keeps looking at me like that. But I am quite effective at pounding butts. That is one of my special abilities. There we go. I even go for these lesser butts. The context is he's got a big butt, and I like pounding it. I thought it was pretty clear. None of those look purple to me. So I'm gonna have to pound his butt again. All right, quick sip. Perfect. I feel like I got something in my mouth. It's quite distracting. Uh-oh. Okay, okay. We're fine. We're doing fine. Just gotta watch that poison on the ground. We're doing fine. We're doing just fine. We got the Quad City DJs telling us that whoop, there it is. And whoop, there's Duriel's butt. Whoop, there it is! Oh no! I got too excited! Okay. Here we go. Up here. Alright, get over to the side where I can actually see his butt. There it is. Get out of there. Perfect. Easy peasy. Okay. Still did not get what I'm looking for. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get it soon enough. Just gonna use all of those. How many do we have now? 14. We have 14. I've got 4 fights left. 4 chances to get the Shroud of False Death. It's happening. I know it. I can feel it in my loins. Come on. Ugh. Every time he's able to get that poison attack off, I stress. Okie dokie. Alright, alright. Excellent. Follow the butt. Perfect. So that phase was fantastic. Easy. I felt like I was in control of the situation. Nobody's spitting poison on the ground. Come on. There we go. And there's his butt. Beautiful. I like it. I like it when a plan comes together. So we have got, what, 3 fights left? I already lost count. I already lost count! It doesn't take much. Let's see. None of these are really going to be any better than what I'm currently rocking, so I'm not really all that impressed by what I've picked up so far. But this time, this is the one. Here we go. We're going to get that big Shroud of False Death. It's dropping this time. 100% guarantee. Why would I lie to you guys? Okay. Poison on the ground. Do our best to avoid it. Okay. I go quiet when I have to think about the best way to go about getting through this safely. He's pointing down. Okay. Beautiful. Try to lure him as far away as I can. Get him all the way into a corner. And then I have plenty of time to take pot shots at his children? Haven't really quite figured out what those little versions of him are. Beautiful. I want to be excited by picking up these pants that have 2 stars, but they're not what I want. Plus, I'm pretty sure I have a 2-star version of Tybalt's Will in my stash, just waiting for me. All right. Now that we are here, if you are new here, why don't you hit that follow button? We are 14 away from getting to our goal. So you can join and hit the follow button. Then you'll get access to a bunch of follower emotes. I think they're fun. And they're worth checking out. And wouldn't you want to check them out? All you got to do is hit that follow button, and then you can check them out for yourself. If you want to support this channel financially, hit that subscribe button. If you're sitting on a Prime membership, you can click the button right above my head and buy yourself a little subscription to this channel. You'll also get access to the Prime or the sub emotes. That's what they're called. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to leave a comment, go for it. I would love if you left a time signature so I know what you're talking about. But if you don't, that is totally fine as well. And then finally, check out the podcast. It's called Potato Chip Pictures. There's a new episode out today where we were looking at For Your Eyes Only, the Bond movie that is frankly a better version of Thunderball than Thunderball was. They're equal. I'll go for this one. I have to do less with it, and it's got more stuff that I like, so I'll go with that one. I really feel like I've got hair in my mouth. I'm gonna make my face disappear briefly and then mute my microphone so you guys don't get to watch what I'm doing to my face. I will be back. All right, that's better. That's a little bit better. I think I got the hair out of my mouth. So I think we're golden. Okay. Still not getting the stuff that I want. Don't have enough murmuring obols to make any purchases. Thank you for that. Let's return to the world's boobo. Gross. And I have enough for 2 more fights against Duriel. And then I think I might start collecting boss keys from other people. Because I really want Shroud of False Death. And we're going to get it this time. I don't even need to make plans about who else I'm going to fight, because we're going to get it this time. 100% Sammy guarantee. From the guy who brought you beard hairs as a currency comes the guarantee that we're going to get that Shroud of False Death. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. There we go. Alright, one more phase. And then it's coming. We're getting it. It's happening. I'm telling you guys. Shroud of False Death. Why would I lie to you? Why would I make a guarantee over something that I have no control over? That's not my style. Alright. All we gotta do is wait for the treasure. It's happening. Alright, baby. 5 subscriptions. As soon as the Shroud of False Death drops. Here it comes. Here it comes. You dodged those 5 subscriptions this time. But don't get too comfortable. It's happening, I promise. Alright, as I said, first try. This is the one. We're gonna get it this time. Every other time was just warm up, just playing around, just kind of messing with things. Shroud of False Death, 100% guaranteed to drop this time around. Even without my elixirs and incense going, it's happening. Okay. Now I'm a little bit nervous. Okay. Poison's gone. We've got these lesser poison pools, which can kill me, but they're not as bad as Duriel's poison pools, where tapping your toe in it melts your entire body. Alright. Okay, second to last phase. Here it comes. We're getting that Shroud of False Death. It's happening. I guarantee it is coming. We're getting it this time. I've fought Duriel like 600 times this season. Math tells me that it has to drop this time. That's how statistics work. It's guaranteed to be a blackjack this time. I'm getting that royal flush this time. Boom, here it comes. Big time mythic unique. In the next one. So frustrating. I think I'm out now. Yep, I'm out. Alright. You got the best of me this time, Duriel. Don't get too comfy. I'll be coming back. I'll be coming back for you. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure with this wand that I have a 3-star version. Nope, that was a staff. So I only have a 2-star. Let's see. 1184 versus 841.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails.
Good. It's good of you to do more than just one thing. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for getting all that work done. I got 1 against Belial, but maybe he'll drop what I want. It's not likely, but maybe it'll happen this time. You know what? Let's change that tune. It's absolutely happening. He's going to drop what I'm looking for. Belial was the one. We're getting that Shroud of False Death. We just need to get it from Belial. That's who we're getting it from. And I love standing right up front. So I can at least watch his transition. There we go. Look at the big guy. Okay. Get to a safe spot and keep taking pot shots. Okay.
Careful now.
This is where things can get bad for me. Come on, baby. There we go. So we're getting a little bit better at dodging those eyeball lasers. And I'm just gonna do Andariel. Oh, that's a sword. I got so excited. I was like, there's a mythic! There's a mythic unique! There it is! It's not the one. And I'm pretty sure I have a Doombringer, so I might be able to break it down and reclaim a Resplendent Spark. Then the question becomes, do I start going after the runes to try to get Bach, B-A-K, I think 6 times? Yes, we'll have to think about that. I know you can't target farm them, but I can at least go to the Undercity and use the rune tribute so that I am getting runes in general. But as you say, since you can't farm them, it seems like it might be a better idea to... I don't know. Yeah, and that was the other thing. What if they don't actually drop? Okay. All of this is getting melted down, and then I think I'm going to roll the dice. We're going to do it. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to see what we get. I would be just as happy getting it out of this box from anything. So here we go. That looks like chest. Let's see what happens. There it is! There it is! There it is! It finally happened! It finally happened! We got it! Oh my god! Oh man. And what makes this great is this works with 2 different builds that I am working towards. We're gonna keep this Reign of the Infinite, or Raiment of the Infinite, because there are other builds that use it. Although we are going to unsock it. Yeah, for real. Stream over. I've got the chest. That was all I needed. We're done.
Fashion this into
Oh, crap.
exquisite.
Probably shouldn't have done what I just did. It's fine. I can go and take a look at the build guide that tells me exactly which runes I wanted. I think I was going Neo and Sa on that one. Yes, excellent. All right. Go ahead and save this. Put that away. And now,
How shall I guide my hammer?
let's see how much we can level it up. I've been collecting Obdicite. I'm at 53,000 Obdicite. I should be able to level this up all the way, but we'll find out together.
There's a good one.
Alright, resource generation, okay. What do we get next? Damage on next attack after entering stealth. That is part of this outfit's whole thing, is that it will make me go into stealth, and then I get a bonus to my damage.
More there than I thought.
And then what do we got? More for the stealth. But that's fine. That's totally fine. This whole thing is going to be fantastic. Now, I am willing to test this and see. So we've been having trouble with tier 85. And let's see what happens now that we've finally got our mythic build completed. Oh boy. What has it been a while since I've said? Yes. That's what I'm a little bit nervous about. Oh, yeah. I do like fantastic. All right. Well, the damage is not... I mean, it's... You know what? It's probably about a little bit better, if not even, to where I was last time I went into the pit. I'm going to say general improvement. Nothing like amazing. But considering how little damage I was doing before when I'd go into the pit, I'd say this is a moderate improvement. Okay. I still gotta keep my head in the game. Okay. Woo! I'm not seeing my health go down rapidly, so maybe my survivability has gotten better. Still gotta work a bit on damage, and I think genuinely where that comes in is the glyphs. And as I've mentioned yesterday, we're at a place in the Artificer's Pit where leveling up the glyphs is just as hard as ignoring them entirely. But yes, the other build that I am working towards is the Inferno Sorcerer build, and I did finally look at a tier list, and it is at the top of the tier list. Well, not like the top, but it's with the 3 Sorcerer builds that are in the top tier. I don't want to do the Lightning Spear one because it sounds like everybody does that. And so I don't want to see someone else doing the same moves that I'm doing. Okay. We're not doing great on time. We're ahead of the timer, but not by enough for me to be like, this is great. This was everything I needed. So, could be that I put a bit too much faith in one piece of armor. But we gotta get these champions. They are gonna slow down my time the most. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Almost got one. Think I got one. So I think I'm working on I got number 2. Watch the floor. The floor is still lava. Like, we're not so powerful that we can just ignore the floor becoming lava. Oh, boo. Alright. Time is catching up. We're about to be negative on time. Which is not fantastic. Come on. Get that guy. Come on! Die! Okay. I'm about to abandon. I'm just still not doing enough damage. On the rare occasion that I level up, I am in an area where I am able to add to my critical strike damage, but clearly not by enough. Alright, I'm abandoning. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, So, tier 85 is still out of reach. I know I have defeated tier 84 because I have unlocked up to 89. But 85 is still an insurmountable challenge for me. And then I go and fight regular enemies and I'm so much more powerful than them. And it's just like, dang it. I am not. So I have an incense going from a stranger. I haven't even checked to see what it was. Okay. All elements and a little bit of armor. Fine. The other place that I can think about looking might be in the gemstones. Because I'm thinking about with my helmet, this is plus 20 to all stats. And I could get rid of both of those and replace them with the intelligence stat, which might improve damage, but I don't know if that will bring me under 1,000 armor. I don't know. I won't know until this incense wears off. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now is how to get the damage output up. Because if I'm going to improve my glyphs, I have to push higher in the Artificer's Pit, and I'm not going to do that with the damage that I'm dealing now. So I got to figure out how to make that next step. Come on, get the big hits. Ah, boo. Excellent. I thought he was jumping up to start that ice tornado that sometimes hurts. It sometimes hurts me. Okay. Got the Stygian Stone. As you guys know, that's one of my favorites. Everything there is garbage. Okay. In fact, I'm going to go melt it down. I'm going to go get rid of it. There's no reason to hold on to it. Give me just a moment to get rid of all of those. Okay. So I'm going to go after Lord Zir. And then I'm probably going to go after Urivar. And then I'm going to go down in difficulty to Torment 3 so that I can fight both Andariel and the Harbinger of Hatred. When I'm playing at night, and I don't have the screen glare, and I'm not looking at a diagonal vision of the screen, I have a slightly better chance of beating Andariel, but not enough for me to quote-unquote challenge myself during the stream. And I don't need anything at this point from them. I'm really just doing it. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fight them at all. I'm going to go do other stuff. Whether that be hordes, nightmare dungeons, or hell tides, I want to get the last piece of armor that I'm missing for the Inferno build. I want to try that out. So this is going to be last boss fight for a bit. I've got everything I need. I don't need to be, in my head, I keep thinking I've got to go after the layer bosses. They're important. Gotta go after them. And I don't! I've got everything I need, except for a legendary ancestral legendary amulet. That's the last thing I need. I could go to the Undercity. I might have a couple. I will show you right now. The Shroud is the last thing I need for this build, but I have been looking at another build with the Harlequin crest, again with the Shroud of False Death. I have everything I need. It's going to use Tal Rasha's ring, so I've got that as well. I just need an amulet. Let me see. I might not even need the boots anymore. Yeah, because it calls for Flicker Step. So I don't even need these boots anymore. Yeah, I spent all those resources on those boots and I'm not going to use them. But yeah, if I can find an amulet that has ranks to Glass Cannon and ranks to Endless Pyre, those are the two important things, then I'm taking it. And we are going to make the switch. And it'll be fun and cool and exciting to see what a top tier build would look like.
What's left? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
So, let's begin with 10 wave horde. Because then I'll get a lot of rewards. It should give me something closer to what I'm looking for. And then we're going to take our drugs. 1 potion, 3 incense. That's the way we do. I don't necessarily need it for the stats. I like the intelligence one is beneficial. Maybe the max life one. I'm really doing it for the experience boost. Because if I can get some levels, 2 of them to be exact, I should be, I might need 4, so it's not likely to happen. But I've got a couple of more things that would boost one of my glyphs in terms of critical strike damage. And that might also help with trying to continue in the Artificer's Pit. You know, raising the natural abilities that I'm working towards. Okay. But none of it matters. I don't know why I'm talking about it like this is the plan or anything, because we're really just streaming for vibes today, just having a good time. In fact, now that we're, getting close to 2 hours left in the stream, if you are watching and you have not finished your season journey, let me know in the chat. We can get together. Tell me what you want to work towards. I am totally fine with carrying. I am fine with getting you where you need. And I am also fine with donating resources. So I've got a lot of gems that I don't really need anymore. And I'm willing to donate those to your season journey if that is something you're working on. So just let me know in the chat if you need help on your season journey. Okay. Blazen's trying to get me killed, but I'm too strong now. I'm too powerful. I've got that Shroud of False Death. Nothing kills me anymore. I don't kill a lot of things either, but none of us can win. There we go. I mean, notably, I didn't die in that Artificer's Pit. It's just I also wasn't killing things fast enough. What I'm going to miss about switching builds, if I find the amulet that I'm looking for, is how fast this is. My regular move speed is very slow, annoyingly slow. But if I am following a battle rotation, I am zipping around the map because I attack a couple of times, that regenerates my teleport, and then I can zip somewhere else. It's a great time. Alright, I'm gonna go for the one that gives me guaranteed ether at the end of every wave. I want to be pumping into Hellborn. It's just kind of a pain in the butt when, you know, you just gotta rely on the random number generator. But that said, for the most part, they have now made everything useful and worthwhile. For a while, the spires, where you would have to stand inside the circle, and enemies would have to get into the circle so you could kill them, those were terrible if you had a ranged character. Now, just by standing inside the circle, it is counting towards the kill total by killing other dudes. So they have made the spires useful now. I still don't get their, or I don't use most of the curses for the spires. I would still prefer Hellborn. But everything is useful now. That's the point that I was making. Okay, looking at all of these, this is probably the one I'm going to go for. Like, I enjoy watching fiends explode. That's a lot of fun. I don't know what invigorating does, and I don't think I need it, because if it's resetting cooldown timers or restoring resource, it's not going to be beneficial to this build. So for that reason, I'm going to go for the one that guarantees some ether at the beginning of a wave. I'm fairly confident I can destroy those before they can even hit me. And now we just zip around, just teleport everywhere. Whee! Oh, there's a soul spire. It is the thing that slows down everything. Anytime I have to like stop what I'm doing and fight in one circle, it does slow things down. But I'm glad that it works now. I'm glad that I don't have to wait for enemies to come to me before it will count a kill. Okay, get this fiend. Get the Hellborn. And keep zipping around. Keep bouncing all over the map. I should watch my health, though. People exploding can kill me still. So I shouldn't be just, like, jumping around willy-nilly. Yeah. This is the only one that contributes to a higher ether count, so I gotta go with the soul spires. Like, I just don't know what invigorating does. It doesn't seem like it's all that useful. It might be useful early days when, you know, when resources are an issue, but at this point they're not an issue for me. Keep zipping around. Got it. Now let's hope that the next thing they offer is another boost to Hellborn. I'm hoping it's not the summoned and not exalted. It's the one where it's +1 to the amount of Hellborn summoned. And then all of them that summon get +1 to their ether, and I love how they stack. So we just gotta get it to draw. So I think that's it. I think that's the one I want. Yep, Surging Hellborn. That's one of my favorites. Okay. I was a little worried that I walked right into that etheric mass's damage wave, but seems like it didn't do anything, so let's keep playing recklessly, baby. Let's keep going right into the middle of battle. Shroud of False Death is very good, at least for damage reduction. I don't really use the stealth thing that much, so it might be worthwhile to reset the masterwork and try to get something other than the stealth boost. I don't know. I've never reset anything that I've masterworked all the way. But now I'm collecting all of this obdicite, and I've got extra resources. Like, I don't know, it might be worthwhile. Especially if I could get it into all stats. These are the things I gotta think about. Do it in stages. So can you undo the masterwork, like, in a stage? Like, I thought you would have to undo all of it. Oh, okay. I don't think I've got that in me. And I just saw that 7 minutes ago. You got a posture check and a hydrate. And I gotta redeem those things. Okay. Oh, I did? I have no memory of that, so I'm glad. Oh, that's brilliant. Now I'm too powerful. Oh, that's so funny. It completely left my brain. I've got the memory of a thing with not much memory. I've got a memory of a 1989 Commodore 64? Was that from the 80s? Or was that a 90s thing? Aha, that's even better. I've got the memory of an octopus. Okay. I don't know if that's true. I think that's a captivity thing. But yeah, goldfish are famously supposed to have short-lived memory. And I think we made that observation with a bunch of captive fish. And we're like, clearly their memory is bad. Alright, we're gonna go for this guy. Got the hiccups. Okay. 525 is pretty good with our ether. Obviously, I would like it to be much higher, but, you know. I know this one. I know this one! So, the test that I saw that was done was an aquatic maze. It was like an obstacle course. You had essentially 4 pieces of glass that were acting as a barrier. They were clear glass, see-through, but they had singular holes that a fish could pass through. And so what they would measure is the fish hitting their head over and over again in the glass, trying to get to the food. And they would take the fish that had navigated and figured out how to get through, and then they would take them away from the obstacle course for days to a week, and then put them back in, exact same obstacle course, and see if they could still navigate to the food. And that is how you test a fish memory, if that makes sense. I'm not a scientist. I've never done it. I don't know a lot. There we go. But at least you remember to come in and watch the stream. Okay. Yeep, yeep. Hey man, that's why I keep my Google Calendar always up to date. I need to make sure that I know. No, I'm not that bad. I eat when my belly starts hurting, when it's like, come on. Although last night, I went to bed too late, and I started getting a hankering, and I was like, it is way too late to be eating food. But my belly was like, you're not gonna sleep until we eat. And so we just had a fight for about 2 hours last night. Oh, I can very properly tell. Well, you could argue based on my big fat belly that maybe I can't tell when I don't need to eat. Okay. I mean, burning is the one we've got to do. 50% faster is more likely to give us Hellborn, but this is going to give all of the Hellborn +1. And we've already got 3 spawning at a time. And I think it's only 2 that spawn with Hellfire. And it's also only a chance that they will spawn with Hellfire. It's not a guaranteed thing. And that rocked my world when I learned that. Sounds like I'm gonna burn for making you angry. It sounds like I'm gonna burn for, you know, storming into the council chambers and, like, destroying hordes of hell. So, you claiming that I'm gonna burn for nothing, that seems a little dishonest, if I'm honest. But who needs honesty these days? Alright. I have not seen any Hellborn summoning from the burning rains. I'm hoping that by saying it out loud, they will start to come in. Nope, they won't. Alright, let's do this thing. Okay, he's gonna go to the middle, so I think I'm gonna work on Gilib the Flame. Yeah, because Maffer the Cruel will follow. Really, I just wanted to kill everybody over there so I wouldn't have to compete with a chest to pick up the spoils of war. Okay. It's cool that I got an awesome chest piece, but what I really want, what I really, really want are amulets. Because I'm not going to use any other piece of chest armor. Yeah. All right. Well, it was a good try. It was a good try. I'm proud of you guys. I think you went out there, you left it all on the field, and I'm proud of you. Kept your head on straight, and we survived that horde together.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
All right. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Your head's on a tilt. Kept your head on a swivel. Okay, I'm going to do it. I think this means I lose everything that I pumped into it, but we're going to try anyway. Yeah, so it costs more materials to do it. But let's do it.
Some solid bits here.
That's what happens, man. You watch your dog too much, and then you'll start doing the head tilt. You'll be all confused, just like your dog. I've seen it happen a million times. Alright. Alright, I'll take max life. What I'm looking for are ranks to, or you know, all elements. Or all stats. So I got it. That's what I wanted. Okay, now, taking a quick look. We don't have one there. So, I think I'm going to head into a Helltide. And I've got essentially two goals with this Helltide. Whispers and amulets. So, I'm going to try to save up, I think it's 125 for an amulet chest. I don't think I can see them yet. Correct. Alright. Into the Helltide we go. Trying not to get killed by the burning rains. Whoops. Okay. Here is jewelry. If it's a ring, it's only going to be 75, and we don't want it. If it's an amulet, I'm pretty sure it's 125. So, you know, we don't want to, like, beeline it over there. We want to kind of meander, make our way, you know, take our time, really pick stuff up. You know, we got Biggie Smalls in the headphones. Take it slow. Ease it back. Okay. 40 away from being able to deposit those motes. There they are. I love it when they spawn right on top of me. It's very nice of them. And I'll even take out a few of them before I head off to complete this whisper. Now these whispers aren't going to be worth a lot. I think the most is worth 5. But we should get there pretty quickly. What's this one? Cultists. Okay. Every once in a while I get weird noises in my headphones and I'm like, was that the music? Was that the game? Was that a stroke? Why did I hear that jingling of bells in my ears? Maybe I'm dying. Maybe the angels are here and they're gonna take me. If so, peace! But, you know, before the angels take me, I gotta take out these cultists. That's just the way I am. I don't leave cultists half dead. I leave them full dead. My only real complaint with these Helltides is that it doesn't seem like a lot of cultists spawn. I guess I can make my way over to the Blood Maiden. That is going to be 5 whispers, and I will have to go to the tree, which, you know, gives us a chance of hitting the thing I'm looking for. Amulets. I got distracted. Again, I don't know what these are for. I don't know if they offer a reward. We're going on a merry-go-round with a stranger. Maybe. I don't see the stranger. I think the stranger's here. Yeah, there's the stranger. Alright, I guess we concluded it, and I have no idea if it offered any rewards. Well, we'll get this grotesque dead ore out of the way. And then go help out with the Blood Maiden. Excellent. That also gets us where we need to be on the cinders. Because again, I'm looking for amulets. That's all I want. All I want are amulets. I really want to try out the Inferno build for the Sorcerer. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. Let's get out of here. And then I'll deal with the chest. I promise, I will deal with the chest. It's gonna happen. Okay. Fingers crossed that it's amulets. We got amulets. Now fingers crossed that we get an ancestral. And that it has what I want, but it doesn't look like we're getting any ancestrals out of it. So never mind. Uncross your fingers. They don't need to be crossed anymore. Instead, I'm going to make my way over to a box of jewelry and try to find my own ancestral. Okay. Back on my high horse. And we want... That's the one! Still didn't give me an ancestral. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. Now, I don't think there are any others that are going to be amulets. So I could try to save up to 250 cinders and then go collect the mystery box. I saw it somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I think I'll just start making my way towards it. Slowly, relatively speaking, because I'm going on foot. I'm not going to jump on a horse. You know, because what if they want to give me baddies to kill? Okay. We're ignoring that ritual. Oh boy, but I want those harbingers. I want those harbingers. Excellent. There we go. A few more whispers out of the way, and we leveled up! Everything's coming together. Everything's working the way it's supposed to. Just gotta find cultists. I keep hoping that they will be part of the enemies spawning from hell. But I'm pretty sure it's only demons that spawn from hell. I think the cultists previously existed on Earth. I've got to find them and kill them on Earth. Alright. How are we looking? We're like 60 away. 58, I think, if I can math correctly. We are almost wanted. That should also help. Sometimes they send more enemies when you're wanted. There we go. Forces of hell have grown frenzied. I have whipped them into a frenzy. I have cool whipped them into a frenzy. But I gotta stay mobile. I gotta get to these other enemies. I don't have to, but it seems like I'm, you know, able to get more stuff if I can get them while I'm wanted. We're very close. Okay. Still just glittering, glittering. I'm out of baddies. Alright. Strange. I got credit for killing a Hellborn before I killed a Hellborn. No complaints, just observing. Maybe the whisper was to get a Hellborn summoned, or maybe I was too close to that other player and we both had it. Man, still not getting what I wanted. They're farting in my face. I hope you guys noticed that they just kept farting in my face. Okay. So I have collected from the chests everything that I could that would give me what I want. Because I could go to these other jewelry ones, but I think they're all rings. I don't think that one would be another amulet. So it may be time to go find other whispers to complete. Might as well, you know, kill a treasure goblin if I see one. It's a long road to 6 million treasure goblins. So might as well get them when I see them. I hope nobody is seriously going for that 6 million treasure goblin challenge. It is definitely a troll achievement. It is meant to mess with your head. So if you go into your challenges, and I will show you when I am safe what I am talking about, but in the collections rather, and then move towards the challenges, go to the ones that have not been completed or that are in progress, and towards the very bottom of the list there is one for treasure goblins, and it's like 6 million treasure goblins have to be defeated. It's, yeah. It is a bit of a troll. Okay. Now, let me get over here. I just wanted to see if there were any other whispers. Doesn't look like it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving! They can't make me stay. Not today. But since I'm going back into town, I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, in your collections, go to challenges, and then I always try to turn on the filter for in progress or not started. And then, it's not one of these guys, I believe. It is the open world? Nope. It is not multiplayer, it's not monsters, it's not mercenaries, it's not hardcore. No. Now I'm going to be looking all over for it. Maybe it's challenge? Nope. Alright, well I have no idea where it is anymore. Feats of Strength. There it is. The very bottom. I have killed 309 out of 6,666,666 treasure goblins. 309. Exactly. I don't think it's likely. I don't think it's a challenge that I will ever complete. But if you do it, you can get the opulent and goblin titles. If you ever see someone with opulent or goblin in their titles, they have killed 6,666,666 treasure goblins. It's crazy. Okay, so let's junk everything, because we don't need any of that. And then... Okay, so I only need 2 more levels. Lightning damage, fine, okay, whatever, but I really want these 2 dexterity nodes, because those will contribute to this total, where every 5 are worth 25.9 critical strike damage. And then there's a few more up here that I'll work towards collecting. But it'd be nice to get both of these, because maybe then I could handle dealing with the freaking Artificer's Pit again. Alright, we got a horde. Gotta go do a horde. This time around, I think I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a 6 wave. Just in case it takes longer than 30 minutes. Because I don't want the thing to expire. It shouldn't, but sometimes I just put the controller down and I want to chat with you. I want to hang out with you. I don't... Screw the game. It's a video game. I'd rather be chatting with you. If you are new here, I usually do not stream on Fridays. This is part of the Fry Play Challenge, where the community donated or spent their beard hairs in order to get me playing on a Friday. This is also going to be the last time we play Diablo 4 for a little while. Starting next week, we're going to check out 2 games. We're going to check out Baldur's Gate 3 and Monster Hunter Worlds. Not Wilds, Worlds. And so if you're following, you'll get a notification telling you when we are going live and what we are playing. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe when the next season starts in Diablo, we will return and check it out, try to get towards the season goal and whatnot. But at this point, there's just not much left to do, except the same rotations, trying to get marginally better equipment and a tiny bit stronger with every level. And I'm fine with doing that on my own time. I'm fine with setting up a tablet, watching YouTube or something else, and just kind of playing this in the background. But for a stream, I would like something that actually keeps my attention a little bit stronger. So starting next week, that's what we're going to do. So hit that follow button, turn on your notifications. If you're having a great time, hit that subscribe button. You can be like Gaming Mike, who contributed to my donut fund, and just hit that subscribe button. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. You are welcome to leave a comment. I would prefer if you gave me a time signature so I know what you were talking about, but you don't need to do that. Do whatever you gotta do. And then, of course, there is the audio podcast, Potato Chip Pictures. It's a movie franchise review podcast. There is a new episode out today. It was our review of For Your Eyes Only, so make sure to check that out. I think we did all of the self-promotion. He sounds so angry. Okay, we got 6 seconds left. Hopefully it's all Hellborn. Hellborn don't disappear when the time runs out, and so that's why I'm always like, give me more Hellborn! Whereas that Ether Fiend didn't even have time to spawn in before time ran out. And so he just runs away, and I don't get anything. Oh, boo. I was hoping the Ether Rush was the one that gives 50% faster event occurrences. Probably gonna do this one, since it gives me more, but no, let's go. 2 is better than 1, so we're gonna go with the Ether Fiends. They've got a long time to spawn in, but later waves, it seems like, you know, a few of them spawn in. Like, you've got the main one that comes in, but then you see like 2 other enemies with the title of Ether Fiend. And all of them are going to be worth +2 extra now, so I'm good with it. I think it was a good move. I think I'm a genius! That's the point that I'm making, is I am a genius. It makes him angry to hear how smart I am. Alright, keep moving all around. Keep teleporting all over the place. Whoops! Teleported in the wrong direction. Excellent! I'm hoping... Well, what I'm really hoping for is to just pump into Hellborn and just can get them giving me more and more ether. But barring that, I'm hoping to get the one where events happen faster. That's a pretty decent one. That's even better. And then I don't love the Soul Spires. Even after they have fixed them, I don't love them, so I'm not going to do that. My bird was slacking. Didn't go pick up those things. I do still believe in victory. Don't you guys? I thought we all believed in victory. Okay. There's our Ether Lord. Similar to Hellborn, they do not despawn when the time runs out, so I could just ignore them. I do have to make them spawn in. Like if I just ignored their spawn point, they would just disappear when the time ran out. But once they're out, they will stay out. Unlike everybody else. Well, and the Hellborn, they'll stay out too. But Fiends will run away. Everything else will run away. It's only the Lords and the Hellborn that will stick around. So I guess my pro strat is to ignore everybody that sticks around. Okay. That's probably going to be the winner. Yeah. We're going to start with the Ether Masses. Hopefully we can get the thing where defeating them spawns another Ether Lord, because again, they don't despawn. They are good. But they are good for, you know, an extra 2 at the start of every wave. Woo! Getting too reckless now that I got my Shroud of False Death. I'm like, I'll just teleport inside of an explosion. Sure, those used to kill me in one hit, but now I'm just gonna teleport right inside of it. Okay. Keep getting kills. Pay closer attention to the minimap. Alright, here we are starting to get multiple Ether Fiends spawning. And again, each of them is worth +2 to what they were worth. Not enough time. But pretty good. pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. I don't know what invigorating me does. Feel free, if you want to jump in the chat and tell me if you have experience with invigoration and it's actually great, then I will check it out. But it seems like all it does is reset cooldown timers, and that's not going to help me. I want more ether. So we're going to go with Ether Fiends, granting +2 again. So they should be at 6 per Ether Fiend at this point. I also did not pay attention to what wave we are on. Bad habits, baby. That's what I'm all about. I love them bad habits. Okay. Got an Ether Lord coming somewhere. There they are. Everybody's putting up a real good fight. Oh, someone decided to start hurting the floor. It's possible that I ignored the wrong enemy. Or it's possible that that's just like a graphical glitch because my controller doesn't shake when I stand in that fire effect. So it's very possible that nothing is actually happening. Sure. Promises, promises. Alright. Going after Brim first. Well, didn't mean to kill someone else first, but that works. Fine. I got something that was ancestral. I wasn't paying attention to what it was. Alright, let's take a look at our spoils. We really did that for the whispers. Ah, dang it. Still didn't get what I want. That's okay. Check the whispers. It's down here. I'll remember one of these days. Okay. Alright, since there were no amulets, I'm going to go Chaos, and then we'll cross our fingers and hope that we get an ancestral amulet. We did not. Okay. Alright, so everything can get junked. That's fine. That's fine.
See some steel you need?
Nope. It's fine. It's fine.
Magic, steel. I've seen all manner of words.
Apparently I've got catchphrases, and I don't realize it until people point them out. And I knew about "it's fine" because I'm pretty sure my ex-wife used to make fun of me for that one. My exasperated, "It's fine, it's fine." Everybody leave me alone, it's fine. Oh, man. What was I working on? Oh, I don't have enough for that. Fantastic. That one I just love. I don't care what anyone says. I'm always going to say fantastic. Where am I at with anything? I was tempted to go back into the Helltide, and I guess I could. Even though there's no whispers available, I can go back in. It's fun to say. You may steal it and not give credit. I am fine with that entering the lexicon of other people's vocabulary. In fact, I would say it is fantastic. Oh boy. Okay. I do love Wicked. I think Wicked is a great one. I don't say it as much as I used to, but I like it. I like Wicked a lot. It's the musical that took it out of my vocabulary. I was like, no, I'm not referencing the musical. I'm referencing something a drunk friend said one time. It's even more obscure and hipster than that. Awesome is a good word. The other one that I say a lot of the time is that's dope. I tell people whatever they're saying is dope all the time because I believe it. You know, if someone wants to brag about something that's going on in their life and it's dope, I want them to know that that's dope. But I do worry that it comes off as disingenuous at times because I say it so often. So I've been trying to have a bit more variety. So I'm not, you know, making people think that I am being sarcastic. I am not sarcastic. I'm sarcastic a lot, but I'm not sarcastic about something being dope. Exactly. Who's ever heard of me being sarcastic? It is fantastic that I am sarcastic. Okay. Some point I'm gonna need to open a map and see where the next jewelry thing is. I'm glad I didn't open it just then, since the bus showed up. Dog's like, I didn't say anything funny, homie. Like, I don't know what you're laughing at, but it wasn't me. I didn't say it. I think I already did all of the jewelry stuff. Poop. Okay. There we go. We're doing fine. We're doing great. We are doing fantastic. Okay. So what I'm looking for is another 100 cinders. I could go and start some crap with this lady. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. She offers treasure. She offers ether. I don't need to have my wanted level go all the way up. I don't even need to be opening this treasure. I just, you know, I'm hoping that it'll have the amulet that I want. Watch, I try on, or I find the amulet I want, try on another build, and then I'm like, cancel! Cancel everything I said about next week! We're playing Diablo forever! That's what's happening. The game is not providing the amulet so as to force me to finally play Baldur's Gate 3. I did play through Act 1, so I have experienced parts of the game. And then I never touched it again. And then a bunch of updates happened. And now I'm pretty sure it's a different game than what I played. I'm excited. What I did enjoy about the game that I did play was I enjoyed the D&D feel. And so I could see it being a lot of fun playing with others. Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, it came out 2 years ago, I think? I want to say it came out around the same time that Diablo 4 did. I think. I don't know. It seems like it's brand new because Larian Studios kept offering free updates constantly, and so it felt like it was just a fresh, updated game, but I'm pretty sure the updates are done now. That at this point, the only updates you could get to Baldur's Gate 3 would come from the mods. And the mods are available on PlayStation. So we are going to be playing with at least one mod. That mod is going to be the one that makes gold no longer take up weight. I know! Time is an illusion! Okay. Got all my treasure. That's all I wanted was my treasure. Now, I would love to switch over, and this is one of those reasons why I kind of want to pressure Gaming Mike to give me the free crap. So I cannot switch games during a stream on PlayStation. If I do that, it has to stop the stream, and experience tells me if I stop a stream, there's going to be a significant portion of the audience that never comes back. So I never switch games mid-stream. I learned that the hard way. But I might be tempted to do so if I am running off of OBS. Because then I actually can stay on stream, I can stay on the air, and switch over. So if I'm thinking about something like Baldur's Gate, I can be like, you know what, let's just go and check it out. But I can't do that now. That's a bad idea. And besides, I want to wait. I want to make Monday the character creation day. I think I am gonna play with I'm gonna play with nudity turned off, which means that I think that some of the violence also gets turned off. That kind of sucks, but I'm pretty sure putting it on YouTube, I could get in trouble if I'm showing any bits, any people bits, even if it's fantasy people bits. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I might as well. I know what bits look like. I have seen bits before. I was married once. I saw bits fairly regularly. So I don't need to see them in my video game. So that's going to be turned off. I haven't decided on music, because I usually turn the music off in a game just to protect myself when I archive the stream. And I just haven't figured out if I got to do that with Baldur's Gate, because it might detract from the experience to kill the music. I don't know. I can also look it up to see if they go after people who use their music. And I think that's the case too. I'm just overly paranoid. Nick Fury taught me that it's good to be paranoid at all times. That's what I learned from the MCU. Be paranoid. But what I think I am going to do is attempt to create me. And so I might go in there and play around with the character creation to see if they have beards. I have heard that you have to download a mod to get facial hair, and that the facial hair mod is also a bit racist, and it reskinned characters that were not white into white characters, and that I'm not going to abide by that. Like, no beard is worth downloading a racist mod, so no thank you on that. So hopefully they've got beard options in the game, because that's what I want. I want to put my face in there. I might even try to make my character chonky like me. That'll be my power fantasy. Sammy in a fictional world. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I haven't even thought about what I want my character class to be. I am playing two different... It is a shame about that particular mod. But I've been playing 2 different real-life D&D games occasionally. In one of them, I am a barbarian, and in the other one, I'm a fighter. And so I'm like, do I want to play a magic class? I know about the character of Gale, and he annoys me, so maybe I could be a wizard and not have to take Gale into my party. But I also want to be the face of the party, so maybe I should do something with high charisma so I can solve my problems with words. I don't know if I could voice why he's annoying. I think I got annoyed by him because he eats magical artifacts for a portion of the game. And so I was always like, okay, what can I get rid of? What do I not want anymore in my inventory? And I think you can change appearance mid-game. I could be wrong on that. You might have to visit a specific person to change appearance, and he might charge for it. But we'll get to find all of this out together. It's going to be great. Now, that might be fun. That might be fun a lot. Indeed, I was going to sit here and be like, now I don't necessarily want to have stolen valor, you know, straight cis guy, but I'm totally fine with being an ally. I love being an ally. Like, being an ally is a pretty dope thing to do. And so I'd be good with that. Speaking of allyship, I gotta take this jacket off. Yeah, I know it had nothing to do with allyship. I just needed to. I'm getting hot. Woo! Okay. Okay. We'll even put it on the back of the jacket. Or the chair. There we go. Oh, good call. Good call. Let's get the camera adjusted. And we step back. There's the portrait. There's me as a duke. And here we go with the big stretch. All right, everybody, get those hands up. Get those hands up. Oh. Oh boy, that feels good on my legs. And then we just shake it out. And get the hair out of your mouth. I think I got all the hair out of my mouth. So, we're golden. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I feel like I can breathe again. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Hair back. There we go. It's going to get this hot for the rest of the summer. This is one of the reasons I've been trying to go on more frequent walks, because I'm like, I gotta get ready for how hot it's gonna get and how sweaty I'm gonna get. Yeah, you guys, I watched this video and I cannot make the quick conversion in my head for Celsius to Fahrenheit. And so I was listening to this video where people were talking to various Brits around the country, and they were like, what is too hot for you? And people were saying the temperature in Celsius, and I genuinely cannot remember what it was. But on screen, they were converting it, and people were saying like 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm like, oh man, we're going to blow past that in like a month. We're going to be in the 90s and 100 degrees. It's going to be miserable. I have to appreciate this spring where I am in the 60s and 70s. And, yeah, like that is what I am. That was today's high, which was 3 degrees lower than yesterday's high. And so I'm sitting here like, thank goodness it's only 75. Like, thank goodness that I can still breathe when I go outside, because it's about to get so much worse. I'm a big baby with the hot weather. I'm a big baby with the heat. It might be that I carry, you know, all of this with me all year round. And maybe if I trimmed this down and it was all gone, then maybe I could survive the heat. Oh, man. See, 50 degrees, I would likely have to wear a jacket when I go on my walk. I would still be wearing shorts, but I would wear a jacket over the arms. 60 is when I am only in shorts and a t-shirt. And then it gets higher than that. It gets so much higher than that. I don't think anyone would recognize me. I might have to find an old picture. And even then, that's a different face. That's a skinny-faced Sammy. If I found a picture of me with short hair and short beard. I think I've had my beard for about 5 years now. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I had my hair back. I was working. I'll do another headshot one of these days with my hair down. I don't take a lot of selfies, and every time I do, I'm always like, that guy's ugly. I'm not gonna show that to anyone in the world.
Did you truly think all of this would be that easy?
I did. I really did think it would be that easy. And then you have to share them because, you know, the dog looks good in those pictures. Woo! Yeah, in my house, the only pictures of me are pictures of me with my children. Like, I don't think I have... Well, besides the comical portrait of me. That's the only one that is just my face. Otherwise, I want someone else in the picture. Okay. I mean, I've got enough to fight him a few more times. It's an easy fight. Might as well use all of these. Ah, there you go. I should probably frame the pictures of the rest of my family. I always frame my children's school pictures, and those are like the only framed pictures that get put up in my house. The art that you see is art that I got years ago. Maybe one day I'll get more art, but I got those at a comic book convention. So you've got The Tick over here from the animated series The Tick. And then, of course, you've got Sonic. You can't really see it on your tiny screen, but it's a very crazy looking Sonic, and I love it. I love it so much. I'm not even a huge fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. I just loved that print so much that I was like, I gotta buy it, take it home, and put it in a frame. Okay. How am I looking over here? Ah. I mean, hey, if you ever wanted to cartoonify me, go for it. I would take that any day of the week. I'm still having trouble focusing on what I was doing. I've got 3... Well, I don't need to fight them. It's past the hour I should be looking at the Hell Tides. I want amulets. That is what I want. I don't need anything. I just want amulets. Alright, so there's a Hell Tide up there, and that's the only one. Okay. Alright, so the Harbingers are down here, and it looks like they're already letting me see. So, let's just start setting... well, I don't... I'm getting myself confused. Ah, I like that. Are they all like animal style characters? I don't want to say furry because furry is not necessarily the right thing. Maybe kawaii? I don't know the best way to describe it.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Are they cute little animal guys? That's the point that I'm making. Okay, excellent. Forgive me for not checking it on stream though. There are people trying to kill me for some reason. I don't even know what I did to them. Okay, now I'm in a safe area. So let's see, I've got a 1 over here. Someone wants to be my friend. I don't know who this person is. Ozzy the Octopus. If you are watching the stream, let me know. Because you didn't send me a message or anything. You just sent me a request, and I'm gonna leave it on pending, just because I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Oh, you were in the Discord. Okay. I guess I'll say yes. Alright, well, there we go. I know how to internet. I am so safe on the internet. Alright. As I was saying, what I'm looking for are amulets. What that really means is I'm going to be looking for really like 2 different chests. Because I doubt there's going to be more than 1 amulet chest in this section. And I'll be lucky if there's another amulet chest south of here. And the only reason I would open anything other than an amulet chest, or the mystery chest, is if it was part of a whisper. Which is possible. It happens. Alright. Culling demons. We're collecting cinders. Hopefully we are getting harbingers. I've got 75. What I would need if that was an amulet chest would be 125. So I'm keeping my pin. Not heading over there just yet. I want to make sure that I get what I'm looking for. Okay. Blazin', I don't think I ever got your picture. Just so you know. I don't know if you decided not to send it, and that's fine too. You don't have to send it. Okay, good. I see it now. Or I see the notification now. Let's take a look. Oh, these are good. I like them. I relate to them because I'm also round in shape. They remind me of me. I like the dog with the face. I forget what that stuff is called that you put on your face to be good to your skin, and the cucumbers and all that stuff. I would be happy to receive it for sure. And we got the amulets. Face mask. That makes sense. That seems quite easy to remember. I should have remembered that. Okay, I survived the teleport. I say that because my controller started vibrating during the load screen, suggesting that I had been hit by burning rain. Or a baddie, I don't know. I'm not their mother. I can't say what it was.
It is done.
Oh, goodness. I don't think you should even criticize yourself over them being simple, because they look like there is a lot of motion. And I'm looking at the first one where they're singing karaoke, and there's actual motion in the way that you have animated them. But I think that simple character design has the ability to really make people stand out, as it were. And so as I'm looking at it, I'm just like, wow, I like it. It is a design that is definitely worth pursuing. And if it always stays simple, then it's always identifiable. But, you know, you're able to hit poses and stuff, and that's the important thing. One of my favorite YouTube channels, and I'm sure I have mentioned this before, so if I'm saying it again and you guys are annoyed by me, it is called Drawfee. Drawfee. And oh man, do I enjoy Drawfee. They have improved a lot over their time of doing art, but every once in a while they look at their older art, and their older art is very simplistic, very easy, very straight and rigid. And then you look at their new art, and usually there is some kind of motion happening, even if the character is a very simple looking character.
Use it well.
They are moving and they are active, and I like that. So yeah, I'd recommend Drawfee. It's a very good show. Very good YouTube channel. Not sponsored. Obviously. Alright, put my shield up because I want to take a quick look. Okay, we still got to do the cinders, and then I guess I'm going to go do the accursed ritual. Here we go. Okay. I will do my best. I will see if there is a way to link. Well, even if I can't, like, make it fancy, I can at least put the URL in the description. So that, you know, it's clickable and easy to get to. But yeah, I will do my best to remember to add a link to Drawfee. Oh man, they used to be part of College Humor, in case you have heard of College Humor. But when College Humor went under and Dropout started, one of the owners of Dropout helped Drawfee to become independent. They had been working for College Humor. College Humor went under, and so then they were essentially allowed to be on their own, as opposed to being always owned by College Humor. And they're fun if you're into nerdy art. Alright, I have found myself not even paying attention to what's happening on the screen. Okay, good. I did something right. That's all that matters. But it didn't give me everything I wanted. I already did the amulet one. I don't see any other jewels. I guess I can make my way over here, but we're done with whispers again. So at this point, I'm really just doing this for the experience, I guess. But I do love zipping around the map. That's probably the standout feature of the Ice Shards sorcerer. It's not great for the, the super in-game stuff, like trying to get higher up in the Artificer's Pit. But in terms of just zipping around and having a good time killing things, it's very good for that. Oh my goodness. And then you just start walking around and everybody's going so much faster than you, and you're like, you just wait. You just wait until I teleport, and then you guys are going to be left behind, and nobody's going to be able to get to me. I love it. I love just zipping around. But I can't get too lost. I gotta remember. I'm trying to save up to 250 so we can go back to that mystery chest. And hopefully I can get the freaking amulet that I want. Although I never really found an amulet for this build either. That was always a thing that I could have done a little bit better with this build, was find an amulet that had more than just glass cannon. So I act like I'm looking for this this amulet only for the Inferno build, but frankly, I could also use a similar amulet for the Ice Shards build.
Was it worth it?
I hate when he does that. Of course it wasn't worth it. If there was nothing in it when I opened it, it was not worth it. Why do you have to rub it in? Every time. Okay. So we're 7 away. 7 away. 6 away. We're 3 away. So we just gotta find it. Alright, these guys will have it. These guys will have what I want. I knew I could count on them. I don't need to kill these Harbingers. In fact, I probably should leave them for someone else trying to complete Whispers, but they drop so many cinders. Alright, still didn't get what I'm looking for. That's okay. There are things that I can do on my own time. When is the next season? Are we 2 weeks away from it? 3 weeks? I have not paid any attention. I guess I could always look that up and find out. Yarks. If I click on the season thing, it should show me? Okay. Let me get to a safe spot, and then we'll head over there and take a look. 30 days, okay. So hopefully we've got enough time to make some real progress in Baldur's Gate. I'm nervous to play it. I'm scared that you guys are all gonna discover that I'm not very good at genuine RPGs. Maybe I'm the reason that all of my D&D campaigns fall apart. People are like, look at this guy, he's so bad at D&D. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm going to be having fun. No matter what anyone says. Okay. Taking a look around the map. So what I could try doing... Okay, everything is worn off. This is what I'm sitting at. If I were to get rid of my diamonds, what would happen? Just one more location, guys. We'll do it. We'll get it this time. Okay, topaz. I can do 2 of them, but let me see what happens if we were to take diamonds out. Oh, excellent! That is fantastic. I thought that was going to be terrible.
What?
But this is great.
Brilliance.
So, head over here. There we go. No longer using the diamonds for all stats. I am now zeroing in on intelligence and trying to make sure that those are maxed out so I can be doing more damage. In theory. Everything is in theory. Okay, then taking a look here. I mean, if anybody needed 6 Yom for their mythic uniques, I've got 6 of them. That's the only one that I have collected 6 of. And the build guide that I'm following says I should be looking for Aku, and I have never seen that one. This season. Maybe I've seen it in previous seasons and I'm just not paying attention, but I haven't seen it this season. Okay. Let's do... You have... Oh, have not. I see that in T. I got all excited. Yeah. Yeah. They made it very hard to collect runes this season. Quite difficult. But I found, you know, whatever I am using instead has been useful, so I'm fine with it. And I agree. I hope some of the drop rates get a little bit improved. But I'm also glad that I finally got a Shroud of False Death. Just about every build that is active right now uses that. And then I have a handful of other mythic uniques, so, you know, I've got enough to get by. Alright. Got him. I still don't love the Soul Spires, and it could be that it feels like it's slowing down, and it's not. And I'm just, you know, getting the impression that by planting my feet, I feel like I'm slowing down. And it's, you know, completely false. It's a false reality. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do the Summon Hellborn. I was tempted by getting the Burning Rain early, but I would rather be pumping into Hellborn right away. And the Burning Rain, it's just not worth as much as really pumping into Hellborn. The potential that Hellborn offers is more exciting to me than the Burning Rain. Let's lure those Hellborn over, hopefully. Doesn't look like we did. Okay. I think I killed the etheric mass before I saw it on my screen. Which is fine, you know. Stop it from hurting me. Oh, get back into the Soul Spire. There we go. Got less than 10 seconds left. Hopefully that's enough time. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Okay. That's the one. The rest of these are interesting, but this one's the one. 50% faster means the potential for more Hellborn. And I want all the Hellborn. I want every Hellborn. I want to eat the Hellborn's faces. Nom 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 nom. I'm a scary dude. Yep. I would cast me as a villain. Talking about eating my enemies. Eat them all up. Okay. Now there was something over here. There it is. Now we gotta get up to the top. The mass is easy to kill, so we'll do it as fast as we can, and then there's the Hellborn. Excellent. That's what I really want, is just tons more Hellborn. I want all Hellborn all the time. We got everything there. I think, oh, this is a tricky one. This one is just fun. I have a weakness for it because it's just fun. It doesn't really benefit. It makes elites hurt me more, and it only makes some of the enemies explode. And yet, I love watching enemies explode. If I'm smart, I will do this one. Am I smart? I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna be smart. It's gonna be hard to make that same decision if I get another opportunity at the Bursting Fiends. I just love it too much. It's just too much fun. Okay. And frankly, I should be going for the mass that starts at the beginning of the wave, because I can upgrade that to get spitting out Ether Lords, and they're worth 3. I just want Hellborn. I want all Hellborn. Got about 15 seconds left. Let's get over here. Got about 5 seconds left. Excellent. Let's get over there before they go away, and we got them. Alright, surging Hellborn every day. All day, every day. Hopefully I get it one more time. Yep, get in here, Hellborn. Let's show people why you are the preferred. Okay. Hopefully I got that spire and didn't just run away from it too early. See, this is beautiful. If I had been able to get more Hellborn related stuff, I would be swimming in ether. But I'm happy. I'm happy that we got what we did, because dang. 300 on a 6 wave? That's not bad. Okay. Got these guys. Just gotta take them out. Last one. I think we're gonna have to go with the masses creating an Ether Lord. That way I get an Ether Lord right out the gate. And there he is. So I want all Hellborn and masses. That's what I want. I'll take these fiends, because I'm pretty sure I boosted them too. Okay, heading over to here. We're just teleporting all over the place. Like sourdough that is sitting on the pantry shelf. Rise like pizza dough in the proofing oven. Rise like a college student at noon. I could be a demon. Okay. How are we looking? Very good. Alright, last chance. It's gonna be Bursting Fiends. I should do the Draining Spires. Well, no, the Burning Rains wouldn't help me at all, because on the last wave you don't get an in-between. So I would only be hurting myself for 0 ether. Whereas this is just fun, and I'm gonna do it because it's just fun! Let's go make them blow up. And only a few of them are gonna blow up. It really was not a wise decision to go after it. I just enjoy the 1 or 2 enemies that will explode. I kind of wish the Hellborn blew up. Oh, nope, those were Hellborn. Alright, get to the Soul Spire. I don't think we've had a single Ether Fiend spawn. Those are the ones who explode. So I got it for nothing. That's okay, we're well over 500 in a 6-wave horde. That's pretty dang good. In fact, I'd be willing to say it's fantastic. Oh, I ran out of... Are we doing a 10 wave? We are doing a 10 wave. I'm over here thinking... I'm making decisions based on a 6 wave. Alright, let's do the surging again. Because, you know, +1 is even better than everything else. It happens. Sometimes my brain don't brain so good. Sometimes my brain bad. But I do my best with brain I have. Oh boy. Oh boy. So no wonder we are at 600 ether. It's a 10 wave. Obviously, we're gonna have a bunch of ether. Alright, we got an Ether Fiend. Let's make him explode. Yay! Yay, his buddies exploded too. All worth it. Everything was worth it now. Now that we got 3 dudes to explode, that was all I wanted. Obviously. I love Alan Rickman's Snape. I thought Alan Rickman was a very good actor. Then I saw him in Dogma, and I thought he was hilarious. And then I saw him in Harry Potter, and he was scary, but he also made me cry. And so I just love Alan Rickman. God rest his soul. What a wonderful human being that we all got to experience for a little while. I hate all of these. I'm looking at all of them and I'm like, I don't think any of these are really useful to me. I guess pulling them inwards? No. Pulling them inwards. Sheriff of Nottingham. I'm gonna have to... Was that Men in Tights that he played the sheriff? Or was that a different Robin Hood? Prince of Thieves. Okay, I have never actually seen that movie. So when you were saying he was the sheriff of Nottingham, I was sitting here like, what? And I should watch it because it's a classic. I mean, Men in Tights, most of its jokes are making fun of Kevin Costner's Robin Hood. And it's got classic music. Newfound Glory covered one of the songs from the soundtrack. And I love that cover. And I've just never actually seen it. I have watched Men in Tights and the Disney animated, and then no, I have not watched the Scott-free production. So interesting. That is a stacked cast. Sean Connery, Morgan Freeman, and Alan Rickman. That is huge. And I have always been judging the movie by Kevin Costner. So maybe I should give it a shot. I'm going to go 50% faster again. We want to get more Hellborn.
Abomination, spawn of living, you shall burn for nothing.
Again, so emotional that I have a feeling that he wants me to burn for something pretty specific. I would be willing to guess he wants me to burn for killing Lilith. Maybe he wants me to burn for invading the council and annihilating hordes upon hordes of their demonic spawn. Or maybe they're just mad that I haven't really been listening to them for this entire time. Like, I keep fighting off dudes and not really paying attention to what they have to say, and that would annoy me too. So the point is, I'm pretty sure I'm burning for something. I don't think that when he says I'll burn for nothing, he means it. I'm pretty sure that he's got a specific idea in mind. Yay! That's charming. I'm gonna have to give it a shot just to see what Sir Alan Rickman is like as the sheriff. He was incredible in Die Hard, and my son, who has never watched the movie, had a full-throated argument with me about how it is not, in fact, a Christmas movie. And I kept saying, kiddo, I promise you, it is a Christmas movie. It may be an action movie, but this movie is all about finding family and forgiveness and putting yourself second and others first. It may look like an action movie, but it is pretty hard Christmas coded. And it's not just the setting. Like, this is not an Iron Man 3 situation where, oh, it took place during Christmas, that makes it a Christmas movie. No, there is specific symbolism in Die Hard that makes it firmly a Christmas movie. It is not just the setting, it is the message behind the movie. Blazin knows it. Blazin knows it. Why don't the rest of the world? Yep. Now I don't know if I could go that far. The Christmas movie is Muppets Christmas Carol. Every year, I watch it at least 3 times. It is my number one the Christmas movie, Muppet Christmas Carol. Top of the list, goated, best of all time, no competition, no discussion. Your ex has good taste, so there. It's not me backpedaling. Oh, man. And I'm the same way. And I cry every single time. Now, I do prefer to watch the extended cut, the one that has an extra song in it. And that gets me all emotional, and it breaks my heart, and I cry. But it is my number one, the Christmas movie. It is the best. I have a soft spot for the Santa Claus. That's another one that I'm good. It's so cute, and it's the penguin Christmas party. I'm gonna die of cuteness overload just from thinking about Muppet Christmas Carol. It's how much I love that movie. All right, We got about 20 minutes left in the stream. I'm going to go take a couple of cracks at the Undercity. If you want to join in, go for it, but I am going to be ending in about 20 minutes. I'm getting hungry. My tummy is rumbling. See, my son used to say that he hates the Muppets and he wouldn't watch any of them with me. I love the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I think I'm too nice to be hangy today, or hangry. I have been hangry. My ex-wife used to point it out all the time. She'd be like, "Eat something. You're getting too grumpy." And I'd be like, "I'm not grumpy." I was grumpy. Today I'm just hungry. I'm just hungry. I should have snacks on hand. Just to make sure. I'm stuck on a wall. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes a brother gets stuck on a wall. I don't feel like I need to be going after the time, but I'm going to because I enjoy it. I like to see a big 300 when I'm close to the end. That's another thing I'm not likely to do to you guys. I already feel embarrassed by the mouth sounds I make from swallowing water. You're not gonna get me eating on stream. Maybe the occasional nut. I did that to you guys once. That's true. There's a reason you don't hear the water, though. Hearing water costs money. Oh, you're saying in general, when you purchase a hydrate, you don't hear the mouth sounds and the swallow and the gulps and all that stuff. Because I'm extremely self-conscious about it, and I'm always thinking that everybody hears a big gulp. So that does make me happy to know that it's not as bad as my brain is telling me it is. Because, yeah, my head is like, everybody hears it and everybody's grossed out by it. Excellent. All ready to rank 2. I don't know if we're really on floor 1. I've lost track, and sometimes they double up floor 1. We'll take a look. I think this is floor 1. Don't... Oh boy. Almost got hit by ice. Alright, rank 3. Okay. We are likely going to get to rank 4 on this floor, which means on the next floor I can just kind of beeline it straight to the exit. That said, I'm still gonna kill a bunch of things. I wanna kill all the time dudes. That's what I likes to do. Now, it really does mess with my perception of time doing the Cuirassed Undercity, because it looks like the time is not moving at all. And so in my head, I'm like, all right, we've only been in here for a few seconds. And then I was looking at it while editing the video last night, thinking that I would make one of them into a short. Then I was like, I was in here for like 5 minutes. It feels like I'm barely in there, but no, I'm in there for a few minutes. All right, stop getting stuck. Hopefully, yeah, straight to the boss arena. Obviously, 3 out of 3, it's going to take me straight to the boss arena. Yeah, it really messes with your perception of time. It does! You get so many rewards from doing the hordes. You get so much experience from doing the hordes. The hordes are probably the best thing that you could be doing end game, but they feel like they take an hour. And then you go to the Kurast Undercity, and it feels like you're in there for maybe a minute, but you've been in there for like 5 minutes. It just warps your perception of time so well. Unfortunately, I didn't get a legendary amulet. Sad day. So what I want to try, I just want to see, I've never used one of these, I just want to see if it will drop a legendary rune. I don't think there would be any, like this, yeah, this is a core stat. I don't know if there's anything that says make it a legendary. This all relates to the equipment, so I think we're just going to go in with the runes. Well, let's just see how lucky I am then. How's that? How's that? Because yeah, I don't want to say 100% no legendaries. For the same reason I didn't want to say 100% no mythic uniques. They do drop. They just don't drop as fast as you want them to. I don't know if these guys count as treasure goblins. The ones that give you more reward. So I go after them for the reward, but in my head I'm like, I hope they're giving me more counts towards the treasure goblin. I hope I'm one closer to that 6 million. Excellent. All right. Okay, that was floor 1 for sure. Even though it says we are still in floor 1, ignore that. That's how I get confused as to which floor I'm on. I look at the counter and I'm like, so which floor is it? But they say floor 1 twice, so don't get confused like me. Excellent. Oh, I keep edging closer and closer to that greater afflicted dude, and then teleporting away from him like, you're not gonna get me this time. You're not gonna get me. Why don't you try to get me? Come on and get me. Okay. See, but it says floor 1. Now, I used to be a programmer. I do know index 0 is the true starting point. So I do, like, I would be fine if it said floor 0, but it says floor 1 twice. Twice! Twice! Ah, see, for me it shows floor 1 for the first 2 floors. But, yeah, if it said floor 0 for me, I wouldn't even bring it up. I'd be like, yep, that makes sense. You start at the index of 0. They just did it like they were programming. It may be confusing for regular people, but for those of us who have done even one little bit of coding, we know that 0 is the true starting point of an index. Yay! Oh my goodness, we are very close. I do too at times. I'm just not very good at it, and that's the reason I don't do it anymore. I did it professionally for a few years, and the last job that I had really impacted my mental health. Kind of wish I had kept the job that I had before that, because even though it was very easy coding, we were mostly working in Visual Basic. but I had a lot of fun, and I always knew what was expected of me. I always knew what work needed to be done. Then I changed jobs, and it was a very awful environment, and I started hating myself. And I have not touched an IDE in years since then. I never did web development, although that's a lie. Technically, the last job I had was supposed to be web development. I was just very bad at it. So I tried to do all back-end coding, a little bit of JavaScript, and a little bit of C#. I say that stuff as though I'm any good at it. I'm no good at it. I know I have forgotten so much about programming. I have a lot of respect for it. I can mostly read code, but yeah, I haven't done it for a lot of years. HTML and CSS are a lot of fun, and they make a lot of sense. And you can just visualize it while you are writing it. A lot of other things you don't really get a chance to visualize it until it's on the page, and then you can start to do it. Whereas HTML and CSS, you can kind of get an idea in your head of what the end project will look like, and that's cool. That's a fun way to work. I also really loved debugging when I was doing that. So, you know, setting a stop point, a break point in your code, and then going through step by step. Because before stepping into the next part of the code, I would try to do the calculation in my head. I would try to be like, okay, what is the computer going to say? What should it say? And then stepping into it to make sure that it said what I was expecting it to say. That was incredibly fun. I have never done actual work as fun as debugging code, and I don't know why I got so much joy out of it. Yeah, never trust code that works the first time you do it. It's always like, what did I do wrong? What? That's not how this is supposed to go. Okay. No legendary runes, by the way, from that rune tribute. Boo. Now, that is one of the reasons I enjoyed Visual Basic. They don't have the same syntax. Specifically, they don't put semicolons at the end of a line. I'm pretty sure with Visual Basic, you have to have the line break for the computer to know to read the next line of code. Whereas everything else, you put the semicolon to say, code done, read next instruction. And so I was doing some work in C# and I was like, why does it keep saying that there's errors in my code? Like, it all looks fine. And then someone looked at it and they were like, you're writing Visual Basic. This is C#. And I felt so stupid. I was like, whoops. I know how to fix it now. Go away. I just need to put a semicolon at the end of every line. Here we go. I might get back into it one day. I mean, I made more money as a programmer than I did any other time in my life. So even if I'm just like barely good at it, that's still more money than I'm making now. So I probably should go and check out the Free Code Academy and try to complete all of the lessons on that. There you go. And if I'm honest, if I start making something that I think is interesting, I could turn that into a stream. Always be thinking about ways to make them dollar bills. And there is specifically an app idea that I would like to do at some point. I'm not very smart. Never really known how to build an app. Android would be where I would be wanting to work because that's the type of phone I own. I've just never actually built an app, so I don't know all the steps involved. But I do have an idea for one, and I don't want to say what that idea is because we live in a capitalistic world. Okay. Good to know. Because, yeah, the class that I took had me buy a textbook that was like 3 years out of date. And they were like, it doesn't matter. This stuff doesn't change that much. And I was like, none of what this textbook says exists anymore. Like, you guys need to update this textbook. I hate it so much. So yeah, YouTube might be the better way to go because I imagine it's more likely that those will get updated, or at least a new channel will come out wanting to build their program and monetize off of their knowledge and blah, 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 blah. Point is, I think I could actually learn how to do it if I looked at YouTube. And I can check the Free Code Academy, see what they've got. I know they've got a lot of stuff to do with web design, but maybe they've got something related to app design, and that would be cool as well. Okay. Let's get in this direction. There we go. Maybe I can lure those guys over. Don't need to. I'll just kill them. Come on. We're trying to teleport up to this thing. We're so close to having... There we go. Max attunement. Didn't even need to complete that thing. I feel good about it. Fantastic indeed. Okay, since we are here at the end of the stream, if I can get this guy to die. There we go. Stop calling me weak. Let me see. Yes, Udemy, I have a few courses purchased. Specifically, courses on Unity. So Udemy courses for Udemy or Unity development. All right. Anyway, point that I was making is we have made it to the end. If you have enjoyed yourself, make sure to hit that follow button. We're trying to get to 100 followers. We're at 86. You could help us get there. Just, get a little bit closer. If you have been here for a while, like Blazin has, you can start earning your beard hairs and get me to do things like sit up straight or take a sip of water. Oh, good. And you can also hit that subscribe button. If you're sitting on an Amazon Prime subscription, right above my head, there should be a button that allows you to cash that in. Hopefully it's there. Sometimes it turns itself off. It might have turned itself off for today's stream, but nonetheless, that's a good way to support this channel financially. If you are watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to leave a comment, go for it. I would prefer a time signature, but you don't have to. You could just say something like posture, and then I know you made it all the way to the end of the stream. And of course, if you are into audio-only podcasts, check out mine. It's called Potato Chip Pictures. There's a new episode out today. It's on our review of For Your Eyes Only, the James Bond movie. All right, guys, I am going to be back on Monday with Baldur's Gate 3. So I hope to see you guys there because we're going to create a character. We're going to pick our class. We're going to do all that stuff on Monday. So make sure to turn your notifications on. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Fry Play. Goodbye!